Da, da, okay. Hi, I'm Withawonder, the mind, the genius, the God King. Uh, short version. I have a plan to basically give everyone 120,000 yearly UBI and free healthcare, free everything, basically a free life. And I've thought the details through, and I'm pretty sure it will work. Also, to get the money, people will be added to what I call the labor draft system. Basically, it will be the government's job to find you a job, and if the government can't find you a job, then you still get to keep all the money and benefits. And if you are disabled, then you can claim that, and a government doctor will determine if you can work. I believe my plan will work so well, and it's obviously way better than what we have now. And to conservatives out there who might say, whoa, you can't do that. Let me check the video. Okay, it's worse. And to conservatives out there who say, whoa, you can't do that, then you'll have 4 billion poor people from shitty countries. Then you'll have 4 billion poor people from shitty countries all trying to come into America to get free shit. And to those conservatives, I say, yeah, you're right. And that's why part of my plan is we will use our military and go to those shitty countries and take them all over. And I'll become friends with China, and we will team up and do it together. America and China will team up and do it together. And after we team up with China, we won't even need wars to do this. We will just go to every shitty country and we'll say, hey, listen, we can do this the easy way or we can do this the hard way. And obviously, we're going to do it the easy way, all right? So what's going to happen is now we own your country, and America and China, we're just going to split it half-half and then improve things and make things better. All those shitty countries, we're going to team up with China and we're going to take them all over. It is our duty as the strong ones to make the world better. We will take over the weak. We will take over the weak and we will improve society and make those places better. We will make all those places so good that people won't want to leave anymore. Or hey, if they do come here, then Americans, we will be able to go over there and live in their nice lands with the free money welfare benefits. So, my free money benefits program will be implemented in every shitty country where life is so shitty and people are trying to leave to Western societies. If there is an area where people are living a shitty life and they want to leave to find a better life, if there's a shitty area where people are trying to leave it, then it is our duty as the strong ones to take it over and fix things and make it better. Our military should absolutely be used for nation building and getting rid of the gang thug governments that pillage their people. And I think China is a really good government. They're trying to do the best with what they got. They got a billion people. I think the Chinese government is trying to do good. They're trying. Like they're not really. I mean, sure, there's some problems. They're like every no one's perfect. Everyone's gonna have some problems. But I really do think the Chinese government is morally good, and they're trying to do good things. And I plan to be friends with China and team up with them. Okay, so and I will tell China it is their duty as a smart and strong people who are now a major world power. It is their duty. It is their duty. Um, it is their duty to world peace and morality under God to team up with us, and we will fix the world together. So basically, no one will need to try to leave and come to America for a better life because my free money system will be implemented everywhere it's needed. I plan to create a world where immigration is no longer a problem because we will basically own the world, and everyone who needs the free money system will give it to them, and we will make them work. I mean, you're not just going to get free money without working. We will take the people who can work and we'll make them work. Obviously, you have to work for society to function. I've got this all figured out. Okay, so Everyone who needs it will get free money and benefits, and um, which will which will eliminate almost all crime and poverty, and we will slowly take over all the shitty areas and make them good. If if you are a young person aged 16 to 22, hopefully you watched this far. If enough of you younglings learn the right way and the right plan, then I think changing the future will be easy. I'm really hopeful for the future. I think the future is going to just get better and better and better, because I believe in human goodness, the goodness of. I do think humans naturally have a morality. I think people naturally have a morality and a goodness, and I'll explain that in another video. But I think the world is on. I think the world is going to get better because um, we have. Okay, I'll continue with what I wrote. Okay, but but I plan to live a long time, hopefully. So when I'm alive, I guess you don't have. I plan to live a long time, hopefully. So when I'm alive, I guess you don't really have to do anything, and I will be a one-man revolution, and I will become supreme leader, and I will create the golden society, and you can just sit back and watch the show. Or if I sadly die of a heart attack or something, then I guess you guys can be the new revolution. In my videos, I will share my knowledge and show you the right way and the right plan. And if I die, I won't give a fuck because I'll be dead, and I'll be partying in heaven, or whatever the next reality is. But while I am alive in this reality, I plan to kick some ass. Now it's time to share my knowledge with you younglings, and let's start the revolution of peace, the revolution of courage and God and standing against evil. I explained the short version of my economy benefits plan at the start of this video. But I have written out a very long 2-hour version of my plan and posted that on Reddit. You could call that my full communism manifesto. But honestly, it's kind of boring to read. And if I'm alive, you don't really have to read it, because I'm just gonna fucking become supreme leader and do it all, and it's gonna work. So it really doesn't fucking matter. So really, my plan is step one, I have to become rich and famous. Then step two, I could just take over. But first, step one, I have to become rich and famous. So alright. Because that's how you become supreme leader. First, you gotta become rich and famous, and then you take over and run the country. Alright, so right now I'm on step one. I have to become rich and famous first. Okay. So all you need to know is the plan will work, or hell. Or hell, we should at least try it, and then we can always cancel it if it doesn't work. But if you do want to learn the ins and outs of my economy plan, you can read the post on Reddit. Because I posted all of it. I posted all of it on Reddit, and I'm going to link that in the description. I have posted my full plan. I drank too much soda. I lost all my teeth, so I have a lisp. Hopefully I fix my teeth soon so I can talk better. Maybe I'll just have an AI say all this. Maybe I'll just have an AI say all this in my future videos. Who fucking knows? Like a voice. I have posted my... I have posted my full... I have posted... I can't say S anymore. I have posted my full plan. So if I did... So if I did get assassinated or something... Maybe my head's in the wrong position. So if I did get assassinated or something, you younglings can continue the revolution. Alright, blah, blah, blah. But also my plan is basically so simple and obvious and common sense that I really shouldn't even call it my plan. When I had all my teeth, I had perfect voice, no lisp. We humans have a thing where if we hear a lisp, we think someone is stupid. I am a super genius. Okay, I have an IQ. I'm a super genius. That's all you need to know. But I lost all my teeth because I ate too much candy and fucking ice cream and drank too much soda. And if you don't have all your teeth, you have a lisp and you sound stupid. I sound stupid because of this lisp. My God, I lost all my teeth. Oh well. Anyway, just know I'm a super genius. I am a super fucking genius. All right. When I was a kid, the school tested me when I was like 11 years old, and I tested like a 165 IQ because they wanted to test my IQ because the school felt like it. Basically, I was so bored in class that I was like, "You teachers are stupid. I don't care about any of this crap." Because I was just so superior to them. Like, if I'm superior to people, why do I give a fuck about learning from them? And then, like, so the school wanted to test my IQ to see what's with this kid. Why is he just, like, ignoring all the teachers? And then on the IQ test, I got a 165 IQ, and I, like, just wasn't even trying on the test. Then they went to my mom, and they said, "Oh, your kid is, like, a super genius. I guess we were going to put him in special ed, but I guess he's actually a genius," and whatever. And so basically in high school, in middle school and high school, I just didn't give a fuck about doing any of the schoolwork because in my mind I just kept on thinking I'm superior to you. Why do I give a fuck about doing any of this shit? So in high school, and basically I just got all F's on purpose because I'm like, bro, I don't give a fuck about these stupid grades. I'm a genius, way smarter than you. I don't give a fuck about any of this. So I got all F's in high school, basically on purpose. And then I just went to college and just did whatever college classes I felt like it. I mean, in college I did like calculus for fun, learning that shit for fun. And then eventually I just realized, you know what? I'm a super fucking genius. My purpose is to be supreme leader emperor. I'm just superior to everyone. I mean, I shouldn't like really use the word superior, even though my mind is superior. I should probably be a little bit more humble. But listen, I'm the person you want to be leader. I'm the person you want to be your supreme leader, to be leading the country. Because well, I guess I'll talk a little bit about my views of God, which I wrote over here. But I'm a good person and I'm a genius. I believe in morality under God. And here's another thing. I mean, we cannot prove God. If God's real, He created this reality with no proof of Him in it. But la 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 la. Of course, there's no proof of God, other than our like consciousness and our higher mind. But I tend to lean towards the I lean towards thinking God is probably real. There's probably some purpose to this universe and reality and consciousness and all that. So what am I saying? I think God's probably real, and I think the purpose. I think if you look at this reality and try to use our spiritual common sense to find out what it's all meant for, what the purpose is, I think the purpose is being a good person, morality, goodness. Trying to God has given us a world where we have a lot of stuff and we can use while we have these. I kind of wrote this. While we have all these natural resources in this world, may as well use it to make a good place to make the golden society. Okay, I'll finish. I really shouldn't even call it my plan. My plan is just the obvious answer you reach when you ask yourself, what. My plan is just the obvious answer you reach when you ask yourself, what is the most simple way to create the golden society where you take care of everyone? And I think my plan is the obvious solution to that question of how do you create the golden society. So really my plan isn't even really special. My plan eventually would happen. My plan eventually would happen even if I never existed. I think my plan is kind of the obvious final. I think my plan is kind of the obvious final evolution of human society. and it's bound to happen eventually. So like my plan is gonna happen eventually in the future because it's the obvious solution to the problems. Okay, so I like even even without me, just smart people. When you think about the problem, you come to this solution. It's just the obvious. It's the obvious solution to the problem. Okay, the problem of poverty and suffering and like wealth distribution. Okay, I I think my plan is just the most obvious common sense solution when you ask yourself the obvious questions. Okay. And maybe I should not call my plan. Maybe I should not call my plan communism because what does that word mean anyway? My plan is almost like a super capitalism, but will also fix the problems that are in capitalism. Because, I mean, should you let poor people suffer and die on the streets and be starving, or should you take care of the poor people? Like, we have strong technology now and tons of resources. Like, I believe it is the duty of the smart ones and the strong ones to improve society, make things better. So that's what this is about. Okay. But a plan needs a name. So right now, some names I have for my plan are the Super UBI plan. Like my plan is like UBI, but better. Super UBI. The Great Reset So the names you can call my plan are the Super UBI plan, the Great Reset Benefits plan, the Withawonder Communism plan. Those are like the three names you could call it. Whatever. I guess those names are good enough. What matters is the details of the plan, which I have posted on Reddit. So basically, my full plan write up, you could. So basically, my full plan write up, you could call it my full entire communism manifesto. I have that post. I posted that. I posted it on my Reddit self area, which you can just post anything there. So I'm gonna link that in the description where I posted my entire economy plan on Reddit, and then I will have that link in the description. If anyone wants to read it, but it doesn't. It honestly doesn't really fucking matter because if I'm alive, you don't have to read it because I'm just going to be a one-man revolution anyway, and I'm just going to take over the country anyway by running for president. Okay, I'm going to run for president, win, take over the country, and then I'm going to fix all the problems. Okay, so if I'm alive, you don't have to read it, and because I'm just going to run the country anyway. Who cares? And then I guess if I'm dead, I don't give a fuck because I'm dead and I'm partying in heaven, right? So I guess, hey, I guess you don't have to read it. Who gives a fuck? If I'm alive, I'm just gonna run the country anyway. I guess, who gives a fuck? Okay. But if you want to read my plan, you can. But it's boring. You don't have to. Fuck it. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's gonna work, and it's gonna happen anyway. Either way. All right. Okay. You can read it if you want to learn the right way, the right path for fixing the problems we have. I I have pretty much all the details figured out in the post, and in the post I even put smart tax ideas that I think will make it all work. Overall, I think it's a pretty easy concept to understand. You make a welfare system where everyone is taken care of, and then if you sign up for the free money welfare, then you get put in the government labor draft system, and the government finds you a job. And there will be a public labor draft list where corporations will go in there and pick people they want for workers. And I also got college ideas. It's like I kind of got everything figured out, but I can't put it all into one video. It'll be too long. Like there's gonna be free college, but like people won't really have to go to college anymore because the purpose of going to college is to make a lot of money. But if you already have tons of money, then you only have to go to college like if you really want to work in a certain field. Like you won't have to go to college anymore for money. So the government will be like, hey, we really need workers in this field. They'll tell the high school kids, yeah, we're doing free college. Do you like this? Do you want to? And then so people will go to college for the fields that the government is advertising. So people will go if they like it, if they want to go there, and then it'll probably all work out. Like some people like science, some people like different, like the smart people will probably want to go into sciences and all that. It's all figured out. All right, it'll all be figured out. And basically there'll be like free college and all that stuff. Yeah. All right. But like you won't have to go to college because you. What am I saying? Um, Pretty much there will be like government labor sector people who like let the high school kids know, hey, we really need people in this area, and if you and like we can test your intelligence, see how like good your grades are and stuff, and if you're smart, yeah, go work in this area, whatever. And then the kids will be told, yeah, free college. You want to do it? And a lot of the kids will probably be like, yeah, working there sounds great. And then they'll get to go to college and all that stuff. Okay. And the system will be voluntary. You don't have to sign up for the welfare, but it's such a good deal. Most people will have to sign up for it. But of course, there will be rich people who don't sign up. Basically, my plan is an answer to the question of should we create the golden society and can we create the golden society? A society where everyone is taken care of and there's no suffering or poverty. And I think we totally can create the golden society. Also, I think you do need a strong technology and computer systems to make it all work. Like, I do think to have working communism, you need strong technology. And then we have that now, so we can do it. I think with 90s technology, my communism plan would probably not work. It would fail. Like, you do need strong technology to proper. Basically, we now have good technology and we can do. But now we have strong technology and we have a big world. So now we have strong technology, and we can do communism and it'll all work because we have the technology to make it work well. And we have a big world with way more natural resources than we need. Um, and then I think because of our strong technology, it makes communism easy now and the right plan for society. Okay. We have strong technology, a big world with lots of resources, and I've looked at the science, and we have easily like 10 million years of natural resources remaining. This is just sort of my outward thinking ideas that don't really matter because that's a long ass time, right? But so basically, video over now. This is just some of my extra thoughts. Okay, so and we don't know God's ultimate intentions. When you think about it, nothing really matters because like we're probably all spiritually eternal. We die. Who gives a fuck? But we don't know God's ultimate intentions. I guess He just lets us. Let me look at this real quick. We don't know God's ultimate intentions for us. I guess He just lets us guess. But I'm thinking God probably did make a reality where Star Trek magical spaceship technology is possible. So my prediction of the future is either we either we create Star Trek level technology and farm the rest of the universe, or if such tech is not possible, then I guess all humans die in 10 million years if we make it that far. But when you really think about it, once you die, you don't give a fuck. Like I say, if we make it that far in 10 million years, I'm going to be dead in fucking 60 years. Probably 50, who knows. So it's like, when I die, do I really give a fuck? I guess it's all just a video game, right? So yeah, if Star Trek level technology is not possible and we can't fucking farm the rest of the universe, then I guess we all die in 10 million years, who knows. But also, another thought is, fuck it, we're all going to die in 100 years and be replaced by the next generation anyway, right? This is just sort of my thoughts. And when our spirits are partying in the next reality, do you think you will care about this one anymore? Fucking probably not, right? And and when you think about it, if God's real, that means this whole reality is almost just like a video game. It's basically just a spiritual video game created by God for us to experience, and we learn whatever something from it. If God's real, he can instantly, whenever he wants, destroy this reality in 1 second and restart it instantly. So that means this reality really is just like a video game. It's like World of Warcraft. Like, for real. All the stuff in this reality where you think it all matters and shit, it kind of doesn't fucking matter. You're gonna be dead in 60. You're gonna be dead in 100 years. Do you think you'll give a fuck about this reality anymore when you're in the next one? Right? Who gives a fuck? It's all fucking just like a spiritual video game. Who really gives a fuck? But while we're here, may as well just fucking do the shit, do fun shit with what we can. Okay. It kind of really doesn't matter. So yeah. All I'll say it again. All all the stuff in this reality where you think it all matters and shit, it kind of really doesn't matter. If it can all just be instantly deleted and restarted anytime God feels like it. But anyway, like I said, as far as I'm concerned, as long as I'm alive in this reality, I plan on kicking some ass. And then when we die, and we get to find out if God's real when we fucking die, right? So anyway, I guess I'm saying my view is, unless God sends a meteor or supernova to wipe us all out, until that happens, I think it's spiritually obvious, looking at this reality, that we... hold up. I think it's spiritually obvious... What is this? Fuck it, honestly. Hello? Oh, I'll check in a minute. I'll check later. Hold up. I mean, what? Is it important? No, I don't know. I'm like walking. You can probably you text and find out. I guess. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Okay. All right. Oh boy. Unless God sends a meteor or supernova to wipe us all out, until that happens, I think it's spiritually obvious, looking at this reality, that we are meant to try to be good people, and that we are meant to try to be good people, morality, and make the golden society and create a nice place with what God has given us, for as long as God lets us have fun with it. And I think God has made a pretty fun spiritual video game, to be honest. I mean, when you think about it, this game's pretty fucking fun. I think God's made a pretty fun spiritual video game, to be honest. I think this shit is pretty fun. And I think a good question to ask yourself is the person controlling your character a fucking noob? Alright, this is a fun video. And I'm going to be back streaming, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to, got my new room set up here. Oh, it's less than 30 minutes, good. Oh, yeah, I'm going to be streaming, making videos. I'm basically, I'm like 20%, okay, so I'm 20% political, running for president, being the fucking Messiah God King. I'm 20% political, running for president, 20% video game streaming, 20% fucking eating food streaming. I'll make food videos. I gotta try to lose weight too. I'll make weight loss videos, blah, blah. I'm just doing whatever the fuck I want. Like I said, while I am alive in this reality, I hate my lisp. I lost all my fucking teeth. While I can't talk, I have no fucking teeth. While I am alive in this reality, I plan on kicking some ass there. While I am alive, I plan on kicking some ass. Kicking ass. Alright, anyway. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, good video. So yeah, I'm gonna be, I finally got my new room set up and all this shit, so, I'll be able to, like, stream. I'll be able to stream every day now. Like, 8 hours a day, blah, 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 making money. So my plan to run for president is, step one, I have to become rich and famous first. You know? I have to become rich and famous first. So step one to becoming president, supreme leader, is I have to become rich and famous. And right now I'm on step one. And then after I become rich and famous, if I succeed, then it'll be fucking easy to, then step two is just running the country. Basically, I'll just run the fucking country. Once I am famous, I will basically be running the country. Pretty much. It's just all gonna happen naturally. I'm just gonna fucking become supreme leader, and I'm gonna run the fucking country. That's all you need to know. I'm going to be running shit because, who can stop me? Who is more of a genius? Who is more of a genius than a turbo fucking genius like me? I don't know. I mean, and it's a good thing. You should want the person who is a turbo genius running the country. So yeah, and I plan to do it with peace and friendship. You know, I'm simply I guess a good way to explain it is you know, it's elections. I will run for election, and if people are smart enough to realize I'm who you want to fucking run shit, then people can vote for me, right? So I'm saying I'm a revolution of peace and friendship. You know, I don't believe in violence unless you're going against evil, which I mean, there are some evil countries like Iran, you know. So I mean, I'll just say I never believe in violence. You know, violence is bad. But if you are commander in chief and there's an evil country, then it's your duty to defend your people. And then, so I guess what I'm saying is, I only believe. I don't want people to think I'm going to do violence. No, nations have militaries for self-defense, and if your military is doing self-defense, then that means you are. If your military is doing self-defense, okay, that's violence. I mean, everyone fucking understands this. Why am I explaining it? Basically, I plan to become supreme leader with peace and friendship, and you know, just a normal revolution of genius peace, you know, and all that shit. All right. I basically running for president, election, blah 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 blah. But you see, I'll probably just find like someone else to run for president for me, and I'll just let him become president, and then I'll just post on YouTube letting everyone know that I'm actually running the country, and that person is just like a puppet. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I'm too lazy to actually go there and do shit. I'll just like post YouTube videos and run the country just off my YouTube videos, you know? I mean, or not YouTube videos, but basically what I'm saying is, I'm like too lazy to be president. I will just give my knowledge, and then the country can do it. Sorta. Basically I'm saying I'm just gonna run the fucking country. But like I might not. Basically I'm predicting that I will probably be in a position where I'm running the country, but I'm not even the president. Like, I guess you could just say like wait, like Elon Musk is right now. Like, Elon Musk is like running the country now, but he's not even president. That's basically what I'm gonna do. Like, okay, that's a perfect way to explain it. Right now, Elon Musk is basically running the country, but he's not the president. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm basically gonna run the country without being president. if I feel like it. Or if I feel like it, maybe I'll become president. But I can do either one. I can be president and run the country, or I can just run the fucking country even if I'm not president. I guess I'll do whichever one I fucking feel like, to be honest. It doesn't really matter. Like, I plan on improving society and making things good. Okay. I guess, okay, video's long enough. Alright. La da da. Okay.